Condolence. It's you.
Is it you, Condolence?
Huh? Oh, you have grown, yeah? You have grown. Condolence.
Long time.
Long time you have grown.
Tandy.
Tandy, is it you?
Me,
You
auntie.
violent. Come here, come here.
How are you?
You've grown up, my
That you have
daughter.
grown, eh?
She's a big girl.
Long time, huh?
You have grown with
I'm
me.
fine. Yeah, I'm very
You have grown. Oh, no, we are fine, Tandy, my children.
You're very fine here.
I
She's
can
grown
see that
fat
you
and
are
short
really
now.
In
good.
fact, coming. I've prepared something for you.
Come in, my children. Oh, Mr. Sakala.
Yes, Mr. Edman, you are right.
No, I'm fine.
You are right.
No, I'm fine.
With the visitors. Yeah?
Yes.
Good morning. Let me just pack my bag.
No. You have come, huh?
Yes.
You have played the same game.
Exactly. I'm back with this thing, you know. How are things?
No, we can't complain.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Everything okay?
No, everything is right.
Yeah.
You have come, huh?
Yeah, no.
Mr. Sakala.
Yeah.
Daddy. Sir? Bring this too. Our revenge.
No, today I've come with
No,
revenge.
you will go with the same revenge with,
I know, it won't happen.
Huh?
Today is another day.
with me. No.
Today's today.
No,
You see.
today's today. No, this one is my niece. Dandy from Lusaka.
Oh, the one you are talking about.
They've come with me. He came with his brother.
Good morning.
Kondanani.
Oh, Conan, that one was...
Yeah, that one was like this. Now it's you can't recognize him when you see him.
no.
So I just gone to see the friend.
Okay.
So you'll be coming. No, you can continue, Tanti. Thank you. Huh? Tell your aunt that your birth later.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with Mr. Sakala. He has come to be. He wants to be hammered now.
Today I'm playing Italian defense.
Suspend. Plus, move.
Uncle.
Kondanan.
Yes, Uncle, how are you?
You are fine.
I'm fine, thank you.
You know, we are fine.
How are you, sir?
Young man, you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is my nephew. I was talking about from Lusaka.
Oh, I remember this one. He was very small.
Yeah, he was very young.
He's grown, huh?
Hey, now he's grown.
Now,
No,
yeah,
you
he's now a
can
young
have a
man.
seat
Oh,
there.
thank you. The game is on.
Yeah, you know. We are trying to stretch our minds.
Yeah.
For a long time, you've been playing this now.
Centuries. Centuries.
Yeah.
Remember that issue? When the policemen came, they took that boy, Mulenga, and he did nothing wrong. The boy was innocent. And he was beaten severely. And he was taken to the police cells. And he died from there. Up to now, no report has been made.
No
We're still
report.
waiting for the report.
Yeah, but you know, Mana, the only thing I can say, don't talk about the police. Because those guys, if you talk too much about them, they'll say, Walakwa, you go inside.
You see, that's the problem.
No, let's continue playing our game.
But Uncle, sorry, maybe to interrupt. I think it's important that we talk about that. You know, like from the way you've said, the policeman came, got this guy, beat him up, then locked him in the jail cells, and you don't get a report for that.
Not at all.
It's not okay. You know, it's not okay. There is need that you get a report. You need to know what really happened. Because, like, for instance, the organization that I'm working for in Lusaka, we make sure that we push for such issues. You know, whenever something like this happens, then we push for it. We get a report. You need to know why was he beaten when you all know that he's innocent and was beaten. So there's need that the police, they have to follow their policies. Okay, they have to follow their policy. Like the policy, what I mean is, the policy is a guideline in how people or an organization or a government has to operate. Okay, in which they have to, the rules that they have to follow. So if the police are not following that, then they're not doing it. And if at all the police are not following their policy, there is need that we engage in making sure that their policies are followed. Yeah.
Okay.
It's our responsibility to influence this. You know. Tandy, just come.
So young man, what do you do exactly in Lusaka?
Okay, yeah, like okay. Apart from that,
You caught for me.
Exactly.
it's quite hot, you know.
You know, it's what
So like there's this case of the police, like the policeman came, picked up this guy.
Here.
Yeah.
In this village.
Yes, then beat him up when they all know he's innocent, then lock him in the jail cells and he dies from there. Then the issue ends just there.
Serious.
Yeah, it's not really
That
okay.
is a very big case, but how come they're not following up the case?
We are surprised.
We are
also.
surprised also. We are surprised.
And where's the family?
No, they just with him. Just with him.
They also can't do anything about it.
No.
They fear the police.
The police. See?
It's a problem.
That is very bad.
Yeah.
Because the police have to be responsible for what they're doing.
Yeah.
And you as people must know what is going to happen next. Because next they're going to kill another one and people in the
To
village
be
will
like
just be
that.
dying.
Yeah. To be like that. In fact, it's like in our organization, the organization that I'm working for, we don't only, maybe not only that case, but there are a lot of cases, you know, like human rights and some issues of budget tracking. Yeah, all those kind of issues. Like we just involve ourselves into that. Like, we make sure things are just clean, you know, things are happening.
You know what, my son? In this village, we've got this organization called Chigwepo.
Titigwepo, like we participate.
Yes.
So I think what you do and what we do, I think they are similar. So I was thinking that I go to the community, I call the people so that we should come and make a meeting. We discuss the information that you have and the information that we have here in the village.
Yes.
We should talk about it. And we should share the information.
In fact, my wife, you are wasting time. You are supposed to go now and tell them before it's too late. They might change the mind. They might go. These guys, they might go so that they can come and hear for themselves. Tell them to come that there's a good news here.
Hurry up before
Hurry up
these people
before
change minds.
before these people change. Before they go.
Go on. This is a problem. It's serious.
Civil society is composed of non-state actors, civic and social organizations and institutions where people come together and organize themselves to advance a common set of interests. Voluntary and community groups, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, professional associations, the media, academia, trade unions and faith-based organizations are commonly included in this sector.
Yes. Mr. Nsofu, you are here. You just said that there's a meeting.
Yes, I was
No.
told you that there's a meeting.
No, there's a meeting, Mr.
Yeah.
You're not
Nsofu.
yet here.
No, one is here, Mr. Nsofu has come.
Oh, okay.
Asibweni.
Mbele chapea kulingana tia iti chama ngire.
Sure.
No, you can grab that
Oh,
that
oh,
bench.
oh, oh, okay.
And you can.
Mwana katao kwa pesa. No, this is not that. Sure. Pendeza.
No. It's good that you have come, gentlemen. Yes. Sorry for kutandisturb kani ene mwenzi nayo inangwa yini? Okay. So Zagopano
Zatose.
So I don't want to keep you for too long. So these two children of mine, they have come from Lusaka. So they have come here so that we can share some ideas and we can share information. Mukumbukira mshemushe. Atinezenda pona nda okuti kuli wa mfumu. So naenda kuli wa mfumu kuja. When I got there, I talked to the chief. Okay. Yeah. When I talked to the chief said no, I should go see what vacancy. So when I got to the councillor, I was lucky that I found which one the minister came. So I talked to the minister about the clinic. Why don't we have a clinic here? Then the other thing, I also talked to him. Why don't you have fertilizer here? So how can we go about it? These
How
issues.
you do it in Lusaka.
In fact, how you do it in Lusaka.
I'm sorry if at all takushita going to disturb maybe namvula ikulima. Sure, but you know, me and Uncle, before you people came, you know, we discussed issues. Aaron is now not you come, then we discuss it together. Because at the end of it all, we'll learn something. And maybe you might learn something as well. Sure, but you know, like just to start with, there was this issue of fertilizer. You know, the issue of maybe a clinic, and that the uncle went there, you know, spoke to these people, but up to now. Bakalizi. Yeah, it's high corner. So, but then, you know, then that means, you know, at times you might have received that fund, okay? Like Boma in Aguapo, let's take this money there so that they build this stuff. But then the other problem, what normally happens is maybe them can divert it straight into his pockets. But then it is a very big problem, because if at all he performed like that, then there is no accountability there. Let me try to give you an example so that maybe we understand it very well. Imagine if Uncle him being the headman here, okay, then maybe there's a fund that has come to say maybe you build maybe a tap or maybe a basic school. Then they come in with their effort and an intention to make sure that in the community you have that school. Then they use him as the headman. But then a headman popaswa ijakobiri yonsa pereka matu. Munuza kutini muntu wote mkakurupirire. Then that means if at all he behaves like that, then there is no accountability. But then if at all he does it to the actual reason, then there is accountability. No. You know, it means no, he has to be too open, you know, like his work has to be clean. You know, stuff like these issues happens because even in Lusaka, you know, issues like this happens as well. And if at all issues like this continue happening, then definitely we live under a very bad governance of system, which is a very big problem.
Our son.
Yes.
You know, Tinapere, I'm grade 2. Please, can you just explain what good governance? Yes.
Sorry, good governance.
Yeah.
When people come together, the way they discuss issues, when the parliament or when the government comes together, what do they talk about? How much do they benefit you and me or them? Yeah. So when everything is fine, if at all their procedures and their plans are good, then it's good governance.
They are also allowing you to take part in the decision making, so that you also have a view, you also have opinion over what is happening in the yes.
Like the way we did us, we've made the women to go to the meeting. Since last time you can't refuse, you went for the meeting.
Yes.
So we've made them to go that side. It is good governance that we are doing in this village.
Yes, you were actually doing it right. You're doing the right thing.
So, you know, like what the child did, together with the headman. As you can see, I've got a problem, I'm disabled, so it's very difficult for me to travel for long distances. So the headman and the charity, they decided to give me that house there, so that I can be participating in Tugemo's program and meetings. So with me, I'm very happy because Tigwepo, I'm also found there. I'm taking part in decision making.
His contribution, they have been very helpful.
You know, all organizations, you know, they have to make sure that people's voices are heard. Their views are there to help the organization grow. You know, they should also have a feel of belonging, no matter what condition or state they are in. You know, it is very important.
Us women, we make sure we go to the market. And we make campaigns. We talk for ourselves, us women, so that we should see things moving.
Sure. That's what we call advocacy. Yeah, that's what we call advocacy, where people are able to speak out, you know. If there's a problem maybe with the women, then they speak for themselves. That's advocacy. This is very, you do these things, but maybe it's just a term. You know, it's just a term. You know, that's advocacy. But also in the same area of advocacy, there's also a need that we should also promote this one, lobbying. Which is very, very important as well. Because
Mr. Man, you said lobbying. Please, can you explain more so that we can understand these terms for the? Because we're not familiar with
sir. Let me use an example. You know, for instance, this game. This game would say this is Anko. This is Anko, or this is Tigwepo. And now Tigwepo needs its voice to be heard here. So now this is now the government where these people now meet in the parliament, where our problems are heard. So now there are steps that you take, meaning there's a protocol. You just don't go straight. You have to follow step by step. Now, before you go anywhere, Uncle here, Tigwepo here, has to see the chief first. Our problem is this, presented there. Second step that you take, where is the councillor? Here. Councillor, this is our problem. We need this or that. We had this, no, there's fertilizer here, but why not up to now? It's not there. Another step, to the MP now.
So now, first I want to find out, is it that all this movement, I am supposed to move with the chief or the councillor?
Uncle, the problem here is this. If at all last time you took this step, you went to the chief, you went to the councillor, you talked to the MP, and nothing happened. That means this time, you and the MP have to be together. So that you see the progress. That's the point. Yeah, so that you see the progress. So now where are we? Councillor. MP, you who has Tigwepo, the chief, together there. Then that means your voice is heard now. You've robbed it. You're there. Yes, so it's just the channel. In fact, Uncle did it. In fact, Uncle did it last time.
Meaning that
in our organization, we've got a lot of widows, and most of them, they are young. Because their husbands, they are dead because of HIV. You know, if their husband die, the land is being taken away from them. So, and they have a lot of children. So it's a problem, you see that. So I had to go to the chief and talk to the chief. You see, there's this problem of land. Then the chief told me that, no, it's okay. He had to sign a paper for me. So at last, the widows, they have now their own land.
Oh, you loved it. She loved it.
That is so important. You know? This is where gender mainstreaming comes in. Yes, gender mainstreaming, which is a way, it's a strategy used to achieve the goals of gender equality. Yes, something that, you know, women and men, you know, they have to be getting, they have to be sharing, they have to be equal in the things that they get. It means their rights, you know, they have to be attended to, whatever that they need.
You see the point she just made. This point, we have been seeing it. Just before my headman was put to be the headman, we used to see it in this village. Where we see women, jikirira pasi. Bamuna bashita bwanchi, bakwira pamwamba. Kutikinga bacha. Bacha pamenona bwira po headman, unaona kuti manje azimai na muna wonsi bangaleta chitukuku. Now we are promoting women also to be in forefront.
That's very good. That's very good.
Gender equality.
That's why I hate man nakwira chito.
That is the reason now that Auntie is the chair.
She's the great one.
Yes, that is what is called gender equality.
The ladies are here.
Oh, yeah.
The women. Let me just see them. You men, you see the chairman. You talk about the fertilizer. So I talked to the ladies in the discussion that we had here.
Policy making is not limited to government action. In a broad sense, it includes a variety of non-state actors, including aid agencies, community groups, collectives, political movements, as well as civil society organizations. All these actors participate in the policy-making process for the purpose of influencing and changing policy. Policy process is usually considered to include the following: identifying a problem or an issue that needs attention, the policy formulation that sets options and strategies, decision-making, implementation, monitoring and evaluating the necessity, design, implementation and impact of the policy.
You see? You know what, my daughter, my son,
Yes, auntie.
you've talked a lot on that meeting. All those big teams, I've get them right. Now there was a problem when I was sitting here when your uncle was talking about it. That boy who was killed in the police cell.
Yeah.
You know, us women, we've got chifundo kuvana, you know. We can't just leave it like that. Me, I'm planning to follow up.
The case, huh?
Yes, I have to.
That is very...
Just follow the draft. Use that method. You will help.
It's important that the police must explain, because it's not right what the police did.
And I wanted to ask a question. Now the problem is the men were talking too
You
much.
were
So
just
I was
alone.
willing to talk. So where do you get your fund? I mean, your support for you to do all these things. You know, as Tigwepo, as this organization, it is here in the village. So we can't do anything, you see.
There is need for financial support. You know, okay, like from my side, we get support from different sources, but this time we got a grant from the ZGF, the Zambia Governance Foundation. Yeah, it was formed to support the civil society organizations like Tigwepo, even bigger groups. Yeah.
So are you saying that they won't choose like this group is from the village, they can't support us? Are you saying that they won't choose that you people are from the village, we can't give you what?
No, auntie. No, the only thing you have to do is you apply. You tell them what to do, how you operate, and just how you organize yourselves. Then they'll help you, you know, and they don't just help because you are from the village or what. They can help a small or big organization, and they help in different ways.
Yeah.
The Zambian Governance Foundation offers funding on a competitive basis to civil society organizations, institutional support, co-funding support, initiative support for specific activities or projects, capacity development support for smaller and emerging organizations faced with start-up problems. For more details, contact the Zambian Governance Foundation, 45 Joseph Mwilwa Road, Roadspark, Lusaka. Telephone 0211 239 413 or 238 380. Email info@zgf.org.zm. Website www.zgf.org.zm.